Why have I been moved here?
You had a run of your last prison. You managed to continue to operate from there.
I do not deny that I received visitors and wrote letters.
Oh, my spies assure me you did considerably more than just that. And now I realise how important you are.
I am not as important as you think.
Come on now, don't you do yourself a disservice. Who have you stayed with?
I cannot and will not answer that.
Why did you join the new order?
To minister to those fighting for our cause.
You mean for freedom? You have that now.
On the state's terms. Where is our say?
The previous regime was corrupt and decadent and deserved to be swept away.
But denying us our rights and freedoms and imposing the state on us is not the answer.
I'm not here to argue about what constitutes freedom. I just want to know who you are working with.
I cannot and will not answer that.
You know your fellow captive has said he will obey and recognise the rightful state.
I do not believe you, unless you have tortured him into saying so.
But you would confirm if he has. Conform if he has.
No, because I would be denying our right to freedom.
Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Trouble with that argument is, for you, that both the Supreme Leader and the Order demand your loyalty. Why is it that as far as you fanatics are concerned, your bloody aims coincide with your so-called freedoms?
We believe in universal tolerance, which is not a concept the likes of you would understand.
Tolerance for the Order. You fall out and can't cooperate with your own brethren. It's no wonder when you are sent to do the bidding of foreign powers.
I am only here to peacefully minister to our Order's souls.
So what is your answer then?
To a hypothetical question that would never arise.
Who said it would never arise? If the invasion had succeeded, it might well have done. We would have had a foreign army overturning our way of life and bringing more bloodshed and mayhem. So whose fucking side would you be on then?
If that had happened, which it did not, and I do not think it likely to in the future, then I am a loyal subject of the state, so I would behave as a loyal subject.
What a pile of steaming, mendacious shit spews from you, traitorous bastards. Enough of this. We would equivocate all day long if I let you. Start naming names. You know, all you have to do is say you will obey the state and its council. Do you say yes? Not only do you kiss your leader's ass, you kiss those of young boys too.
What do you mean by that?
You all know what vile practices the Order indulges in, and you sanctify its violence.
All lies and smears. What sanction do you have for your excessive violence?
The only sanction I need is the Supreme Leader's blessing, which I have, because she hates you almost as much as I do.
Does she? I think she is nearer to us than you care to admit.
I want to tear you limb from limb. Your fellow captive has told us all that it was the two of you who passed on details of the assassination plot.
We had no choice but to pass on that information.
How so?
They were foolish men who only managed to sow more division and discord. It was better that we informed on them than let it all be tarnished by it.
And yet, you let two of your Order go to their deaths for it.
We had no choice.
If you have no wish to obstruct the state, tell us who it is you are working with.
I heard of an execution where they asked the condemned to conform, and if she did, she would be reprieved. We are not killed for treason, but for our beliefs.
Have you ever reconciled people to the Order's political philosophy?
Yes, and I would reconcile the whole state if I could, including yourself, the council and the supreme leader, yet without a single drop of blood being spilt.
One of those conspirators had some very interesting things to say.
Under duress, no doubt.
No, actually, he volunteered the information. It seems that the foot soldiers of the Order increasingly disagree with the Elders' avowal of peaceful means.
It is the Elders' express order that we should campaign and protest peacefully and eschew violence.
I fear you are rapidly losing influence with that school of thought. You seem to think that by not fighting back, you are left spiritless and flaccid.
He is wrong.
He is. You can no longer control that faction. They are asking whether there is any authority that could prevent them defending their so-called right to a way of life free from violence and persecution.
Sometimes I feel that I cannot blame them for that.
And how long before you give them your blessing to carry out their murderous intentions?
We have done our utmost to argue that we believe in peace, yet we are still condemned. It is those who would carry out murder and mayhem in our name that I most fear.
Do you think I enjoy all of this?
Should I answer that?
Dangerous times call for dirty methods.
We just wish to go back to the old ways.
Believe you me, I have no wish to persecute people. I want a stable state.
So why do you persecute us so?
It's groups like yours that are the cause of all the trouble, just as the previous ones were. Remove those and the peaceful migrants are left.
It is the state and its servants, such as you, that have caused the conditions for us to be required.
Have we? We are not always in control of events. We adapt and change to the circumstances.
And you accuse us of dissembling and equivocation.
Perhaps so. But as a believer in the state, I deal with realities. Everyone should profess loyalty to it.
The Order did profess loyalty on the promise of reforms, but they never came.
No, because instead, you plotted and revolted. I have almost daily reports across my desk.
I protest we do not. Your spies tell you untruths.
I can assure you that the network provides some very reliable information. And do not presume to think we are stupid enough not to be able to spot false and malicious intelligence.
Whether it be false or true, you use it to your own ends.
Ever since the Supreme Leader took over there have been plots and conspiracy which, had they conceived, would have killed men, women and children indiscriminately.
None of them had our approval. You are punishing a majority for the actions of a minority.
If the minority were to succeed in one of their plots, then how would the majority react? There would be violent insurrection. No. It is far better that we keep them in fear and subjugation.
How can it be it is only a decade ago that the state had been a tolerant one for centuries?
I would that I had the time to debate such niceties with you. I do not disagree that we have gone through some turbulent times, but now we must deal with how matters stand at present.
And that means persecuting men and women just for wanting a return to how it was before?
No. It means protecting my leader and the state from threats from within and from without. Soon, there will be a change of leader. I have high hopes that the next one will see the virtues of tolerance, not out of any great noble conviction, but because peace means less dissent, less instability.
Whatever the motives, tolerance is always to be greatly desired.
It would allow those who support the state that same tolerance.
We want a return to peace and tolerance for all.
Oh, very finely put. Say it were possible, a and I were able to let you go with a new identity if you promised to obey the state, what would you say?
So I could spy for you. I would rather end my days in here or be executed than renounce my belief in freedom.